I'm going to let y'all be the judge of this. You know, the internet can be tricky with the AI and with being able to manipulate footage and add and take away stuff. But I thought y'all might be interested in hearing what Ms. Jaguar Wright says here. Uh, I'm going to hold my point of view back, but let's talk about it.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
Y'all know how Jaguar is. She spent years and years and years talking about Diddy and about the industry. She's been very adamant about her position on what's going on up there. And like when I always would listen to her, it never really resonated or registered in my head that she could be a part of something like this. But this particular audio right here hits a little different. I don't know if this is 100% accurate or not. Tell me in the comment section if this is or isn't. But I thought you should hear it. Let's get into the video.
I seen a girl take $200 after 15 dudes had ran through her after they drugged her, and she had no idea. She didn't even know that she screamed most of the time. That's how insanely drunk and intoxicated and drugged she was. She didn't even realize she had been. All she kept saying is, "Do you know where I can get a hot cup of tea? My throat is so hoarse." And she took the $200 and signed a non-disclosure agreement for that kind of abuse. I used to get money for girls after they would run through and run trains on them. And they would give me a certain amount of money, and I had to make deals with them to not go to the police and to sign non-disclosure agreements.
Oh my God.
I got a stack of NDAs at the top of every week and $5,000 in cash. And this is back in the 90s. $5,000 was a little bit of money, but it wasn't a lot of money. I got a stack of NDAs and $5,000. And they told me whatever I didn't pay out, I could keep. The first time I seen a girl take $200 after 15 dudes had ran through her after they drugged her, and she had no idea. She didn't even know that she screamed most of the time. That's how insanely drunk and intoxicated and drugged she was. She didn't even realize she had been. All she kept saying is, "Do you know where I can get a hot cup of tea? My throat is so hoarse." And she took the $200 and signed a non-disclosure agreement for that kind of abuse. Now, when I quit, it was when the white girl came to me to negotiate. And I said, "How about we start with $500? She said, "How about I know they give you at least $5,000 for this? Tell them they're going to have to come to the table with more money if they want me to sign off on this paper." The white girl, turned out she was pre-law. She was in college studying pre-law. She knew all about it. And she walked away with $25,000 that night. And guess what? Of all of the women that I paid off while I worked for this particular crew, she got the most money. And it was the black girls that accepted the least amount of money. I actually ran out of cash one time, and I couldn't find anybody with petty cash to go get more money to pay off more girls. And those girls accepted backstage passes at the next concert instead.
Oh my God.
After being viciously raped, after 15 dudes had ran through her after they drugged her, and she had no idea. She didn't even know that she screamed most of the time. That's how insanely drunk and intoxicated and drugged she was. She didn't even realize she had been. All she kept saying is, "Do you know where I can get a hot cup of tea? My throat is so hoarse."
Couple things that I want to address here, just so don't nobody get this confused. The authentication, excuse me, don't come for me. The validity of the video, it could be half and half. You know how the internet it is. So let's say this is a bullshit video. Then whoever's responsible for putting this together should be held responsible and liable for putting that information out there on the internet. Now, if this is real, then all that shit that Jaguar Wright be saying on these interviews and on these shows, and I don't want to hear none of it. She needs to be held accountable just as well. This is the tricky shit about these celebrities, man, that get up there and they act self-righteous. You don't know that a lot of the times them people really be right along with them, and they be trying to cover up their tracks and clean up behind themselves. Either somebody was recording this and she don't know about it, or this is doctored and it doesn't have nothing to do with this in particular. This could be about something completely separate from the Diddy trial. And that's what I wanted to put out there. Disclaimer. I cannot tell you that this is about that or not. That's what they have posted. But you know, sometimes this shit can be bait posting for people. Yeah, let me know in the comment section if you've heard this before. I don't think a lot of people have.
Merry Christmas, filthy animal.